What's going on, y'all? All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. All right, today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, aka Fun Day. And yesterday was Saturday, of course. And, you know, yesterday was going good, man. I got a chance to spend some time with my daughters, you know what I'm saying? The kids, you know what I'm saying? Went out, played a little bit of ball, basketball, and everything earlier in the day. But then later on, as I went on about my biz, I went to another park. I chilled, relaxed. The gang stalking wasn't too bad yesterday as far as street theater, but they were still sending some dog stalkers, walking around. And this one particular person, when I was at the park, I was back just chilling in the loading dock, and they sent this girl. I've never seen this girl before in my life. She was I don't know what race she was, but if I was assume, looked like she was Italian, maybe, you know, somewhere of that race, type of race. But anyway, but they had her hanging around, acting like she was playing soccer, but she was, like right there next to me. And I didn't even record it. I didn't even care. But anyway, as I left, I'm on my way home. And of course, they had two Miss Piggies synchronized with me. And you know how when it's starting to, like sun is about to set, so it's getting darker. But I have my headlights on, but they're not fully on, if you know what I'm talking about. So if the lights is not fully on, then that means like the back lights is not on or something. But the back lights come on when I press on the brake, but the back lights is not on just automatically because I didn't have I didn't have my headlights turned all the way on. So the first cop, Piggy, he just kept on, he just wanted to synchronize and kept on going. But then as I kept on driving, I ended up driving past another Piggy that was posted up waiting for my arrival. And what do you know, when I pulls up and goes past that Piggy, the Piggy starts to follow. I looks in my rearview mirror, and the Piggy just drives on out the parking lot and follows me down the road. So I bangs a left, and then the Piggy bangs another left right with me. So I'm like, okay, the Piggy wants to follow the big bad wolf. So usually the Piggy runs from the big bad wolf, but no, for whatever reason, the Piggy wanted to follow the big bad wolf. So I said, let me just bang another right and see if the Piggy follows me. And the Piggy follows me when I bangs another right. And he gets behind me, and I pulls over. He gets behind me, and then he just drives off. So I was like, okay, he's just playing. The Piggy just wants to play games. So I busted a U-turn and drive on out the development and proceeded to go on my way. The Piggy turns around and follows me again on out the development. So that's when I was like, man, the Piggy playing too many games, man. So I just pulls over. The big bad wolf gets out the car. And the big bad wolf yells at the Piggy and tell the Piggy, if you don't stop following me, I'm going to slice and dice you and use you as bacon, even though I don't eat swine. I don't eat swine. I don't like swine. Well, I do love Scrapple. The Piggy Scrapple. If you ever have pork scrapple, man, pork. I don't eat it. I used to growing up. But pork Scrapple, bang. Oh my Lord. I never had beef Scrapple, but pork, I grew up on pork Scrapple. For those that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now, of course, Scrapple is no good because it ain't nothing but just scraps from the Piggy. But man, the flavors and the taste that they put up in that Scrapple. I mean, listen to the name of it, Scrap. Scrapple. It's just scrap. It's just scrap of. It's just the leftovers of the Piggy, and they season it up very extremely well, and they serve it. They put it in a little plastic package and they give it to you. So I told the Piggy, I said, Piggy, I'm gonna use you as some Scrapple. You don't stop following me. I didn't really say that to the Piggy, but that's what I was saying in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so the Piggy was like, I said, Piggy, why you following me, Piggy? Piggy was like, Piggy gonna tell me to get back in my car. I said, why you following me? He gonna say your lights was out. I said, so you just follow people? You know what I'm saying? So I get back in my vehicle. The Piggy, and when I get back in my vehicle, guess what the Piggy do? The Piggy called for backup. And the whole time, right, while all this is going on, you know, you got the street surveillance, the dog stalkers. You know, Piggy got all types of backup going on out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, a couple red and whites was riding up and down the road. So the supervisor come with the Piggy. You know, Piggy got backup now. Now there's 2 Piggies on the scene. So, you know, he asked all these questions. I'm like, look, he's like, you got your, you know what I'm saying? The Piggy asked my driver's license. So I gave him my driver's license, you know what I'm saying? Gave him my registration and everything. So the Piggy just keep on asking all these questions. I'm like, look, man, I'm trying to go, man. Asking me all these questions and stuff. How do I like my swine and stuff? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, Piggy, I ain't got time playing with you. You know what I'm saying? So as I gave him, you know, the information, he goes back, you know, well, that wasn't even enough at the time after I gave him the information. Now he want me to step out the car. So I'm like, look, Piggy, you gonna stop playing games. You told me to get back in the car. And see what it is these Piggies, they just have this power structure. You know what I'm saying? They just want to tell you what to do, when to do it, tell you to jump. You're supposed to say high and all, how high and all this. You know, when I got the car, you told me to get back in the car. Now I'm in the car, now you told me to get out. So I'm like, man, I'm not getting out. So now the Piggy tried to threaten me, saying, okay, if you don't get out, the Piggy talking about they're gonna put me in the mud in a straight jacket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, Piggy, I ain't got time playing with both of y'all Piggies. I'm the big bad wolf. Y'all better leave me alone. So I said, hold up, is that your supervisor, Miss Piggy? He was like, yeah, that's my supervisor. So I was like, all right, I'll get out the car. So I got the car, you know what I'm saying? The Piggy wanted to touch on me, pat me down. So the Piggy got my information on. He going back to the vehicle. The Piggy gonna run my stuff up, right? So meanwhile, I'm talking to the supervisor Piggy, and I'm telling the Piggy, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling the other Piggy, I'm like, look, I guess y'all just having a slow night. He's like, why you say that? I said, because y'all bothering me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I said, man, you know, I get harassed by Piggies all the time. You know what I mean? A lot of Piggies like to follow the big bad wolf. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a huff and puff and I'm gonna blow these Piggies down. So, make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? After the Piggy done, you know, ran up my stuff, he come back, gave me my stuff. He gonna ask me, he gonna ask me, did I cool down? You know, I said some stuff. You know, he was trying to ask me why was I so hyped up. I'm like, look, man, I get harassed by Piggies all the time. Everywhere I go, you know, the Piggies always follow me. The pig got nerve to go and ask me, and why are the Piggies following me around? Are you doing something illegal? Are you doing something illegal, sir, for the Piggies to be following you around? You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, man, that's when I thought about a frying pan. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I can fry your bacon behind up. You know what I'm saying? But these Piggies like to play games. You know what I'm saying? That's all the Piggies want to do is just play games. So, you know, after, you know, everything was straight and everything, you know, I shook both of the Piggies' hands. And I told him I sent on about that way. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it honest with you though, the piggy that pulled me over, that Piggy was more nervous than me. Stuttering all of his words, I'm looking like, you know how they always check out your body language? I'm checking out his body language. His hand shaking. Piggy was scared of the big bad wolf, you know what I'm saying? That's why he had to call for backup. So, you know, and these piggies be strapped, man. I'm trying to tell you, these piggies, man, you know, they got, you know, these piggies walking around with Glocks on their hips, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm just telling y'all, man, you know, this is the life, you know, of a TI, man. You know what I'm saying? Before the street surveillance happened, the street surveillance happened, I was always being harassed by the piggies all my life, man. And this ain't nothing new. I'm talking about since I was a young buck all the way up until I'm a grown man now. It don't stop. And I don't believe it ever will. Not down this matrix. So meanwhile, you know, it's just all this crap going on in the world, but you want to be pulling somebody over. And this ain't the first time I got pulled over for some headlights not being on. And you know what's funny? Because in the past, I got pulled over because the piggy said my headlight wasn't on, right? And I see gang stalkers. I see these street surveillance, these agents, they ride around here all the time with their headlights off. And at nighttime. I see them all the time. You probably seen them too. Comment down below and let me know if you saw them. I see one headlights. I see no headlights. Somebody told me that the no headlights mean that your lights is out. You're supposed to be a dead man. You know, whatever. People got so many, you know, speculations, whatever, of what things mean. I don't really pay that no mind because first of all, how do you know? First of all, who told you that? You know what I'm saying? Like as if you got a handbook. You got a manual. Where'd you get the gang stalking manual? You know what I'm saying? To tell you what do these signs mean? One headlight mean, you know, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I said that before too. I was like, to me it do seem like the one headlight do mean the all-seeing eye. The one all-seeing eye, you know. But who knows? To me, at the end of the day, probably don't mean nothing. It probably just a repeated pattern, tactics just to annoy you. Because at the end of the day, that's all they want to do. Just want to annoy you and let you know that we're here and we're going to watch you to the day you die. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Because that way, now, every time you see one headlight, you're going to be, you know, scared or nervous or creates anxiety and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just another day, you know, just another story for the big bad wolf dealing with the piggies. Don't forget to comment down below, like, share, subscribe, donate, holla Bizak, Gang Stalker Simulation, the best channel on YouTube, player. Keep your head up.